Hello everyone. Welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College. Our subject today is Geography Standard 7th. We are going to continue with chapter number 7, Soil. This is our part 3, children. So let us continue with this activity given in our textbook. Take 3 flower pots of same size as shown in this picture. Keep one pot empty. Second pot, fill it up with water. After closing the small opening at the bottom of it. And the third pot you fill with soil. Put a few seeds in all of them. You can use any seeds of peas, gram, fenugreek, wheat, green gram, coriander seeds, etc. Keep all the 3 pots in the sun and water the empty pots and the soil filled pots for 4 to 5 days and observe and answer the following questions. Let us try to answer the questions with the help of our observation. What happened to the seed put in the empty pot and pot filled with water? Seeds in the empty pot and pot filled with water did not germinate and did not show any sign of growth. Now, what happened to the seeds put in the pot filled with soil? Seeds germinated and we could see some sign of growth and small twigs branching out. What do you learn from this? We learn that plants need sunlight, water and soil to grow. With the help of this activity, we learn that as plants require sunlight and water, soil is also one of the important factor which is responsible for the growth of plants. Without soil, plants cannot grow. Now let us see the next activity. Make 2 small heaps of soil as shown in this above figure. On one of them sow seeds which grow fast. Keep watering that heap for 4 to 5 days, and after that you will see small saplings, or you can see the germination of seed on the heap that you have sown seeds. And what is the change that you can see in the other heap of the soil which has no seed sown in it? You can see soil is washed away with the water which is poured on it. So this can tell us that plants growing on the soil help hold the soil towards it and they do not allow the soil to flow away. In our last videos, we have seen how soil is formed and how long does it take for a small layer of soil to be formed on the earth. And as soil is very important for the growth of plants, we need to take care of this upper layer, top layer of the soil. This top layer of the soil can be easily removed or it gets washed away due to the flowing water or strong wind blowing or due to various human activities like construction work, agricultural work, construction of road, due to which digging of land takes place and the soil becomes loose and it can be easily blown away by strong wind. So this process in which soil gets washed away due to the running water or strong wind blowing or various human activity is called as soil erosion. The quality of soil gets lowered due to certain reason. This is called degradation of soil. And to obtain higher agricultural yield, chemical fertilizers, insecticides, weedicides, etc. are used. The excessive spraying of these chemicals and use of chemical fertilizers leads to soil degradation. Excessive irrigation draws the salt from the soil upward and makes the soil saline and then unproductive. Due to excessive use of these chemicals, their residues, their remains in the soil remain for many years. They become a threat to the existence of microorganisms. The microorganisms also cannot live because of them in the soil, and this leads to lowering of humus content in the soil, and the plants do not get micronutrients. And if the pH of the soil gets disturbed, it is the sign of soil degradation. It is very necessary to take care of the soil and find out various remedies to conserve soil. So let us go through how we can conserve soil. It is very necessary for us to conserve soil. Considering the importance of soil for occupations like agriculture, it is very important for us to protect the fertile soil of the farmland from getting washed away due to the rainwater or blowing strong wind. To prevent the soil erosion due to the rainwater and wind, the following measures can be used. The first is constructing embankments along the slopes in rural areas. These embankment helps to check the velocity of the running water down the slope, and thus it reduces soil erosion. Moreover, planting trees can also control the velocity of winds because the roots of the plant hold the soil and do not allow them to flow away. Therefore, afforestation is one of the methods to conserve soil. Then the next important method you can say is the continuous contour trenches, that is the CCTs. Constructing continuous contour trenches, that is the CCTs, along the steep slopes at different height helps check the velocity of running water down these slopes, and therefore it reduces soil erosion. These measures lead to the success of the arrest water and let it percolate scheme, which results in reducing soil erosion and also raised the groundwater level. So we can carry out some of these measures like constructing of CCTs and constructions of embankments along the slopes in the rural areas. This helps to allow the rainwater to seep inside the ground and increase the ground level of water, and also it helps the soil from getting eroded. Under the recently launched scheme Jalayukta Shivar, the following measures are undertaken, like construction of farm bunds, arresting water of small streams, connecting the streams. A regular use of organic manures and vermicompost helps to maintain the pH level of the soil, increases the proportion of humus in the soil, and retains its fertility. Let us once again revise the measures of soil conservation. First one is construction of embankments and planting trees on them. Then contour plowing, terracing to check soil wash on the slopes. Then crop rotation system should be also adapted so that the land should be allowed to be fallow for some time. Afforestation is also very much needed to hold the soil. And the most important is we should try to reduce the excessive use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Use of organic manures helps in maintaining the pH balance of the soil, and due to this it increases the proportion of humus and retains the fertility of the soil. There are various places where we get information about the suitability of the soil for a particular crop, and these are the places where we get the information about the soil. Agricultural Department, Natural Resource conservation services, geographic indications, that is GI. So, with this, I end my explanation. I request you to go through the lesson. I hope you have understood my explanation. Thank you, children, and please take care of yourselves.